Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 25 chat.
Oh, hi. So it's episode 3.
Yes.
Finally.
It is weird when there's no Thursday show in the first week, so then I feel like so much has happened and we're so far behind in the episode.
And it's
like,
episode
what?
3.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do a little baby recap.
Okay.
Last time, 16 house guests entered the house.
Mm-hmm.
They were in 4 different comps, so there were 4 big fat losers, and they were all nominated. So that was Corey, Jared, Felicia, and Felicia and
How
Kirsten.
could you? She's a star, baby.
She is.
I'm loving Felicia.
I have to say she's one of my favorites.
Yes.
So then they come back in the house after they lost, and they're all like, who's that lady pouring the champagne? Oh my god, it's Sari from Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe it?
Izzy nailed that right away. She's like, Jared, that's your mom.
Shut up.
I still can't believe how loudly
you keep
she
your
said
mouth
that.
shut.
Yeah, it was wild. But anyway.
So then they had the HOH competition.
Mm-hmm.
And Riley won.
Yeah, and this was a weird week because instead of picking 2 nominees herself, she got to save 2 of the 4 that were already nominated.
Unnominate them.
Yes.
So she saved Jared and Corey, and Felicia and Kirsten were left on the block.
And Kirsten is Riley's target.
Yikes!
Yeah.
But how about that intro?
Oh, I'm so glad it's back. I love it.
They
It's
had
fun.
a little different arrangement on the music, and you know what? It works.
What would your little intro move be?
What would yours be?
I don't know, like a...
Okay.
I don't know. I have to workshop it.
All right. I haven't practiced it all.
No, we haven't given it any thought.
I mean, it might be a...
What if it was a... Somebody said that they liked my new glasses look, and the truth is I've been wearing my glasses because I have 1 pair of contacts left, and I really need to go to the eye doctor.
No.
So I don't want to break open the last pair until I know I have an eye doctor appointment confirmed. But it's so hard to schedule something like that during the Big Brother season.
She hasn't been crying all night and couldn't get the contacts in.
I just poorly managed my scheduling.
Maybe Isha will help you get your contacts in.
Aisha and Captain Jason.
Yeah.
Shout out. Anyway, okay.
All right, so Felicia is the pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Kirsten's the target.
And Kirsten's upset. She feels betrayed by Riley because they're supposed to have their Fallings 5 alliance, which is
the
BS.
whole house knows it's fake.
It's BS.
Well, nothing is written in stone just yet.
She's still hopeful for the veto, right? I mean,
Yeah.
That's still a huge component of this week.
Yeah. And Riley also confirms to Felicia, you are a pawn star.
Correct. Yeah, she wants to make sure that Felicia is feeling secure this week, especially just in case Felicia comes off the block. She wants to make sure that she's in her good graces.
All right, we find out Luke is a dum-dum. Is this foreshadowing to come?
If you want to know a spoiler, stay until the end. Yeah.
He's such a recruit and an idiot.
He didn't even realize that Corey was up on the block. What? Are you even there, man? What's going on?
All right, well, the backyard is open, guys.
Yay!
We've been trapped in this house for so long. Let's go see the backyard.
I'm sure it is super exciting to see the backyard for the first time. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's more space to get out there. You get to breathe in fresh air.
There's a pool you could fall in.
Oh, Felicia fell into the hot tub. She said she was trying to dip her toe in, and then...
I mean...
She went in all the way.
She killed the mic. But I can excuse that.
Okay.
Because, she probably slipped. It looked like she slipped. She misjudged the distance.
Yeah, she didn't do that on purpose.
No. But dropping 2 mics in the toilet and then dropping one on the floor, that girl's the mic killer.
She's on her 5th microphone. Do you know how expensive these microphones are? Oh my goodness.
I have to wonder, did she kill one of the sacred oldies?
Where they see that they still have the names on them?
Like Dr. Will's original microphone.
I love that when they were peeling back the stickers back in the day and they're like, I have so-and-so's microphone. Yeah. That's fun.
Iconic.
Yeah.
All right, well, There's a new alliance in town.
There's a lot of new alliances in town. And I have to say, a lot of people this season are trying to follow what I call the Russian nesting dolls strategy. I've also seen people calling them onion alliances.
Right.
Where you have like a really tight
Layers.
core. Yeah, of like 2 or 3 people. Then you add in a few more people for like a 5 or a 6. Then you add in a few more people for like an 8.
For like half the house.
Yeah, so eventually you have like half of the house because you want to have like a majority. But a lot of times these things don't end well. People find out that they're not included in the core or even the second tier.
It's pretty safe to say that if you only know about the 8,
you're probably missing out on 1 or 2 other alliances within.
There's probably smaller alliances happening, and...
Yeah. 8-person alliances do not usually last very long in this house.
No. Well, we got a little baby alliance forming here. We have Cameron, Riley, Matt, and Jag.
They were all in the scary room on the first night. They were really vibing, really gelling.
They adopted a pineapple child that they're sadly probably going to have to eat.
They were also really obvious about it because I remember on the live feeds, even like day 2, people were like, wow, that scary room was really rowdy, staying up super late together. Like, what's going on there? People already figured it out.
They're all snapping towels and making alliances in there.
Dancing around.
Farting all night. All right, well...
Riley and Jag within that alliance have a final 2. They are super tight.
Do you think it's also a romantic alliance?
I think that Jag might have a crush on Riley, but I don't think the feeling is mutual.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. It could be. You never know.
Couple guys, couple tries, right?
I don't know.
All right, well, the Scary Room Alliance shook out to Blue, Cameron, Jag, Riley, and Matt.
Okay, so it's a 5.
And what do you have 5 of? A handful.
You have 5 handfuls?
I do.
So yeah, it's a double meaning name because also they're all from the scary room. The scary room has got those freaking hands trying to get in there.
That's pretty scary.
Ugh, I don't like that.
How do they have 5 people in that room?
I think there's 5 beds.
Because isn't there 4 different scary, universes? And if there's... Oh, okay.
Not all the rooms have the same amount of beds.
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
I thought they would do it, equitable distribution, but no. All right, well, it's time for the Humbleverse.
Humbleverse?
Humiliverse.
I thought it said Humbleverse too when I was going over the notes.
It's Humiliverse.
I mean, but it's kind of the same thing, right? Humbleverse, Humiliverse.
Well, what's more humiliating than a farting chair?
Dang, it got Suri.
I would say pooping your pants.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, so...
What if you fart in the chair and poop your pants?
And sneeze.
Oof, the trifecta.
Yes. All right, so Suri...
Are you okay?
Yeah. Suri and Corey are having a conversation.
They're in the Humbleverse.
And Suri's being very humble because Corey is falling all over himself.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I loved all your seasons.
Over Suri.
You should have won. Like, I am going to treat you like a human, but first I'm going to fangirl a bit.
I mean... Not the smartest move in the world.
It definitely made Suri nervous because she was like, wow, here's somebody that like knows my Survivor history really well. It could go one of 2 ways. He could be like, wow, I want to work with her. She's awesome. Or it could be like,
wow, I really need to
get rid of her because she's
yeah.
really good at this.
Well, fart some more in the chair. We'll see what happens.
So I believe Corey said in his DR, like, he does want to work with her, right? Because he feels like she's not going to do well in those competitions at the end, and he'll be able to cut her before they get to the final 2. Interesting.
Well, I think this next segment really took a page out of Canada's book where they're like, Jag is a Sikh and he's representing his community. He's the first one on the show in 25 years. Haitham is Egyptian, also representing his community. See, you didn't grow up in New York City, but I did, and I feel very
lucky.
Yeah. I take it for granted, I feel like, because I've been exposed to so many different cultures over my lifetime, but I can't imagine coming from a place
where it's just everyone's the same.
Where everybody's the same.
I know.
It's I don't.
It's hard
understand.
to imagine. Very
I don't
hard to
understand
imagine.
it. That's why I see like things on TV, and I'm like, how are they not accepting of this? This is like people in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
So-
I'm really looking forward to learning more about both of them because from what I've seen so far, they are great.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to learn about their cultures.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Hisam.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know Jag as well, but Hisam, I really like him. All right, so Felicia figured out that the Scary Room Alliance is a thing.
Oh, she clocked that. She walked in on them doing their little dancing in their hospital gowns. She was like, "This smells like an alliance."
She said, "Look, it says bye bye bitches on the wall over there, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create an alliance called the Bye Bye Bitches, and we're gonna make Julie feel very uncomfortable."
Well, I mean, people are starting to figure out this handful alliance, right? And their bigger alliance of 8 that we're going to get to. And it's making other people feel like, oh, we got to make something ourselves to keep up with that. So that's where Bye Bye Bitches comes from. We've got Felicia, Izzy, Sari, Nicole, and Bowie.
Oh, would you say it's an all-girl alliance?
Yes,
How
but then they add on more
about
people.
That.
Yeah. This is another, like, onion type situation where you got the Bye Bye Bitches, and then they're going to add on a few more people to become another alliance.
Well, Riley's alliance is...
It's growing.
It's growing. It's growing.
Yeah.
Are you a grow guy?
No. Everyone is trying to get to that magic number of 8, right? Because they
Yeah.
want to have a majority.
But 9 is the majority.
I know.
But actually, I guess it's 8 because there's 3 people
There's 3 people who don't vote. Right.
So they're adding on Corey.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding on America. And they're adding on Jared.
Big mistake! They don't realize it yet, but that's a huge mistake because anything that Jared's in is going to get back to Sari and that whole other side of the house.
Yes. Well, Jared and Jag...
Well, okay, so you have your 5 handful, right? And then they were bringing in the others one by one.
That's 8.
Right, but I feel like the way they went about it was really bad because I feel like it kind of made it obvious to the 3 newbies that they were late edition add-ons.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think that was the best strategy per se, but...
Well, Cerise's kind of worried because her and her son are on different sides of the house.
Yeah, I mean, once Jared finds out about this 8-person alliance, he brings it to Sari immediately. And she's like, oh, I'm not in this. I thought I was cool with Riley. Like, am I a target? What's going on here?
Yeah. All right, so Kirsten is pumping herself up.
Getting
because
ready
she
for that
wants
veto
to
comp.
stay in the house, obviously. She does not want to go home.
Of course, and I think that's awesome. But I was a little taken aback when she said that if she stays, she wants to work with Riley.
Why would you want to work with
What?
Riley? She didn't save you, and she has 0 interest in saving you.
I mean,
In fact, you're her target.
Yeah, she's been talking about getting rid of Kirsten all week. It's like, I don't know if that's your best option, but okay.
All right, well, it's time to pick players for the veto.
Whoa!
Oh, wow. I'm going to pick the first one because I'm Riley, and I'm going to pick... Oh, Hisam.
It's wild that she picked Hisam because I believe she would have picked him anyway if she had house guest choice because he had been saying, like, if you pick me, I'll do what you want. Like, I'll leave the knobs the same. So it worked out that way.
Well, I believe Kirsten picked next. Oh, that's a lively one.
Blue!
Oh, Miss Felicia, step up.
All right.
Oh, she picked Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron. She was hoping for one of her bye-bye bitches, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. No. So this lineup,
yeah,
it's not looking great for Kirsten if she doesn't win here because I don't think anybody here is willing to save her.
No. All right, so Sari tells Hisam about the giant alliance of 8.
Right. Sari's getting...
And he says, uh-oh.
Sari's getting really nervous that there could possibly be a backdoor plan in play here to try and get her. She's feeling on the outs, not being included in this gigantic alliance. So she's like, maybe, like, don't use the POV. Because originally, Hisam was like, if I win that POV, I am saving Felicia. That's my girl. Gonna keep her safe. But now hearing that Sari could be going up, he's like, and he knows that Felicia would be safe against Kirsten, so he's not super worried about that.
Right. And he's going to keep noms the same if he wins. So It's time for the veto comp. Now, this was a lot of fun. It was from the Humiliverse, not the Humbleverse.
Yeah.
And it was called Atomic Wedgie.
Oh, no.
Guard your anus. Because we are going to be lifting you by your underpants into the air.
You raise me up.
So I can have my anus violated.
No!
It didn't violate.
It wasn't a
them
real wedgie.
because they just had.
It was for show.
Under their clothes, they had those harnesses on, so.
It was for show. But it was pretty funny to see it play out.
No anuses were harmed in the playing of this competition.
Anyway,
stack up 35. I know, you're shook now. You have to stack up 35 flowers.
All different shapes.
It didn't look like everybody had the same grouping.
Really? I feel like they would, or it wouldn't be fair if they didn't.
I was watching, and it seemed like some of the people didn't have, like, those fern type ones. I don't know.
Or maybe
they
all
were
had...
just saving them? Or?
Maybe they had more than 35, and you could pick which ones you wanted to do, you know?
I don't know about that, because then how would you know when you were done?
Because you got to count them. I just feel like it wouldn't be fair if they didn't all have the same shapes.
That's what I was thinking, and then I was like, hey, wait a minute.
I think they all had the same shapes.
All right, well.
But I have to say, I loved the art style of these flowers. I thought it was so pretty to look at when they were all stacked up. I was like, okay. I mean, we've seen these stacking challenges before, and I think the flowers were just gorgeous.
Yeah. Heisem is really pumped up to win this.
Yeah.
He really wants to win, because he does not want to be...
He doesn't want himself or any of his allies to be at risk to go up on the block. So it was kind of funny because usually with this competition, I feel like there would be a timing element of like you have to get back to your button before like 30 seconds is up or whatever. But this one, it wasn't like random. That. Yeah, and everybody got wedgied at the same time.
I guess that would be the only fair way to do it, because if somebody got wedgied more than somebody else,
that wouldn't be fair.
Because I was wondering how they were going to do that, but then they all got sucked up into the wedgie-verse.
And they had to wait up there for a while.
Yeah. Everybody was making some progress. Some people got, like, in the 30s, 32, 33.
Oof, that really sucks to lose your stack when you're that close.
Yeah. But those atomic wedgies. And then, if that wasn't enough, then they added in getting sprayed with water, too, while you were doing it.
Yikes.
So, did Cameron throw it? I want to know in the comments, because it sure as hell shooting looked like he did throw it.
I don't know.
When he went, I was just like,
Yeah, what's that all about? There was also a lot of discourse in the house, like, did Riley throw it? Because they felt like she was moving really slowly. Mm-hmm. She's claiming no. Who knows?
All right, well, Kirsten was so close, and then her stack fell. And then,
Heisem got the big win.
Heisem won.
Whoa, POV winner.
Got his wish. All right. Kirsten tries to convince Heisem to use the POV on her.
I mean, he was set from before he even played that he wasn't going to use it. So she was really fighting an uphill battle here.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just no budging on Heisem's end, so...
Do you think... No, I guess he couldn't have been convinced to use it on her. I just thought, like, her style of campaigning was just so much.
There was a lot of talking.
And
lot of talking.
Yeah. I mean, was that a turn-off for people?
I mean, it could be, right? I think she's been rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, which I don't really get. I don't know why. I feel like some people were saying that they don't think she's genuine. I guess, I don't know, that's what they're thinking.
She does talk a lot.
She does. Very
fast. Does not let people get a word in edgewise.
There's a lot of talkers up in there this season.
There is. All right, well, it's time for the veto meeting.
Okay.
Step up to the front. Heisem does not use the veto.
We didn't get to see the speeches.
They don't usually have them.
I know. It's such a bummer, though. Everybody was talking about how wild Kirsten's speech was, and then we didn't get to hear it.
Was it on the feeds?
No, they don't show that on the feeds.
Oh.
But, the people talking about it.
Right.
So, yeah, we didn't get to see it.
Well, his reasoning why he did not use it was because he couldn't decide between Felicia and Kirsten who he would save because he likes them both so much.
The real reason is that he didn't want to risk himself or his, well, not himself, but his allies going up there. Mm-hmm. You know, other than Felicia already being nominated. Right. So that's where we're at. If you guys don't want to hear a quick spoiler, definitely close out of this video right now. Thanks for watching. And if you do want to hear the spoiler, here we go.
All right.
So today was a big day in the Big Brother house. Luke was removed from the game.
Oh, no.
Because last night he said a racial slur. He said
the N-word.
The N-word.
And Julie put into Chat GPT, should we get rid of him? And Chat GPT said, yes, Julie. That's a no-brainer.
I don't know that that's how it went down. But I have to applaud CBS for actually...
I'll give it a...
Yeah, and Big Brother for actually sticking with their zero tolerance policy.
Do they have a zero tolerance policy?
Yes, so actually, during the All-Star season, remember, like, it sounded like Memphis may have said it, and there was, like, this whole investigation and, like, teams checking out to listen to it and see if he actually said it or not. And they said he did not, but they basically said if he did, he'd be out of there because they don't mess with that. Okay. So they upheld their policy. I'm glad that there was swift action here.
As of when did this policy take effect?
I don't know. Should have been from the start. But I'm just glad that they took care of it this time. So Luke is gone.
That leaves a lot up in the air. What's going to happen tomorrow? Is everything going to go on as planned? Is Kirsten going to be saved?
We don't know. We don't know. But let us know your thoughts in the comments. It's going to be an interesting...
What would you like to see happen?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting episode tomorrow, so make sure you tune in. What would you like to see happen? I kind of would like to see the eviction canceled because...
Agreed.
I think it would be pretty wild for Kirsten to stay.
I think it's going to make good TV.
Yeah, so let us know your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and until tomorrow, much love.